tank man, oh boy. He's just crap. Get rid of him. Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 25 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games, so sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome back to Nico Evaluates Mega Man Unlimited. Let's get right back into it, and somebody was raising concern about us testing Whirlpool Man's weapon, and yeah, we can test it out. We can test it out in the Endless mode, for example. I can showcase that. But just like with the other games, we're not gonna test absolutely everything. We'd be here next year, so we're just gonna check the core game for the most part. So this stage is very difficult. It's probably the hardest WILY stage. This stage is probably where most people quit playing the game, because it's so hard, and I can see that. But also, it's a learning curve. Can be a bit unfair at times, but we will get to those as we go. Good show placement. Nothing too bad. Like every time you have a chow, make sure that there's avid space like this, so you can jump and avoid the shots. Don't do a Mega Man 2 where the chow is like here like this and shooting like that. How the fuck are you gonna avoid something like that? So don't do a Mega Man 2 when you do that. Very fun placement there. Makes you sweat, but at the same time gives you some slack. So this is what I hate. The enemy up there is gonna hit you when you stand here. It's not that obvious. If I was the game designer, I would make that miss you. So I would either position the enemy so that the little spike would barely miss your leg from below. But look at how close it is. It barely hits us. That's extremely close. And that's a bit frustrating to me, at least. I might be alone in this, but I don't like positioning like this. So let's see if we want to take care of that before we jump. We could probably use this. That is so flashy though. I can't quite handle that weapon. There we go. Like, that was extremely fun as well. And somebody did point out earlier that Mega Man Unlimited makes you wanna do shots like this often. So low jumps accompanied with shooting. And that's a problem with some players. I've heard people with disabilities that can't actually make jumps and shots like this. But it's still Mega Man, so I'm not sure how many people with these kind of disabilities play Mega Man even, because that's one skill you certainly need. So I don't know. I don't think this is a bad thing that the game makes you do these kind of shots often. I actually kind of like it myself. So I'm not sure what to think there. Good room for big eye. Fill your weapons. So this will insta-kill you if you're not careful. It's a spike pit, but you're going up instead of down. So I think it's still fair, and you can see what's going on. But what is not fair is this part here. You barely have any time to react to that. But it's not the end of the world again, it's just... I would have probably lifted this up more, the middle section here. I would have made the height of that section 2 blocks, or just even 1 block, so we have even more time to react to that. Because the first time I got here, I just landed on those spikes, because I thought that was where I was supposed to land on. Because I thought if I kept going up, I would die. And this jump, again, not a fan of these pixel perfect jumps, I don't like these. So, that's just my 2 cents here. Spike pit continues. It's a very basic spike pit in my opinion, it's not bad. It's a fun mechanic, Gravity Man gimmicks. So we have full, I think. Yeah, we have everything we want. Can preserve that, although we're not gonna die, so we're not gonna come back here, right? I think these work fine. Nice purple stage. Of course, if you go here, you have a little problem, but Phil has thought about that too. If the player comes here, you can still take care of this shield attacker just fine. So, this stage is in the borderline of unfair, but it just ends up working just okay. Where did that telly come from? So there's no graphic for the telly there, I'm not sure why. Is that an oversight? Never noticed that before. There should definitely be an opening for that telly, it just comes out of nowhere. That's not like... that doesn't scream unlimited to me. Should definitely have a door there where the telly comes from. At least in my opinion. So, just little thought needed here. I like how the controls swap as well, just like in Mega Man 5. That guy is gonna nail you almost every time, unless you're super fast. Of course, I'm using the Buster here, so weapons and pausing the game allows you to think. So, there's that. And rooms like this I love, they make you wanna think before you act. It's very fun. E-tank, don't need it. But in case we did, we could do that, and we have different weapons for these walls as well. Love how that takes care of that enemy with one hit. Blue shot again, but... man, I wanna make this work. Don't tell me no. Fuck. Again, I used all of my... Comet Dash to try and do that awesome jump. I'll keep telling you I'll succeed at that at some point. This is rough. Very good placements in the stage so far, but here's one problem if you wanna buster this guy. I would have shifted this room, left one block, and add one more block to this ledge here to easily take care of this enemy, because now it's kinda in the way if you're trying to buster it. But you do have weapons, so I don't see why you wouldn't use them. Because the game is built very well around them, so I don't know why you would not. If you're doing a challenge, I guess. This stage was one of the hardest levels for me when I started playing this game, but it became easier as time went on, of course. If you just... it's another case of a very difficult stage if you don't... It's a very difficult stage, again, if you hurry. But if you take your time and think before you go, it's gonna become a lot easier. That's really, like I said before, that's the trait of Unlimited. The game constantly makes you wanna hurry, and that's the last thing you wanna do. You do not wanna hurry in this game. Look at this jump. Ridiculous jump. Along with the shield attacker, this might be one of my least favorite rooms if we don't think about Rainbow Man, because of course the whole stage is garbage in my opinion. But that is a ridiculous jump there. Like for no reason, like suddenly the difficulty curve ranks up and look at that. That almost kills us there. Very rough positioning in this stretch here. I don't agree with most of these. It's just if you die there, you're gonna feel bad as fuck, cause it doesn't look like... if you die there, it doesn't look like it was your fault. It just feels like the game is trying to kill you with cheap shots. So it's kinda like Revenge of the Fallen-esque. The game's trying to have some fun with you and your body. Flipping you on the bed and fucking you in the ass casually. So, Yoku blocks. Will do. So if you didn't have enough of them in a Yoku stage, well, here you go. Have some more. Again, not too bad. Although I hate Yoku blocks, but that's already been discovered in this series. Nothing to do with bad game design, I just don't like them in general. It's hard to do them right. They are done pretty fucking well in this game though, I'll give it that. I'll give the game that. Oh, you cannot respawn it by going here, that's nice. So, when you kill the shield attacker here, it doesn't spawn back, that's very cool. Like, things like that just make a game. You're not gonna feel bad. Uh-oh. That was my my own fault there. Nice trick though, I didn't remember that. I have 500 hours on this game and I couldn't remember that position. Oh well. It's one of those stages which I usually rush, so... So this I would just encourage not to touch him at all. Because you're gonna fire... you're gonna fire shots on that sun. There we go. Not too bad when you have learned the different quirks of the game and different mechanics and how they work. We are deathless so far here. He says, knock on wood. Let's see if you can make this. There we go. So really, it's a game where you wanna take your time. I do like this, one of the best music bits again from this game in this stage. And look at that, that's fun. Item goes up when you go up, that works well. This is one of my favorite stages in the game for sure. It just flows well, every positioning is carefully thought out, except in that one stretch that I didn't like. But apart from that, very nice. We've barely taken any hits and we're at the gate, so... I know this stage is like one of the hardest ones if you just start out unlimited, but if you just go slow and think about things, it's really not unfair. You're just not thinking straight. Here's where you would want to use the Rainbow Man's weapon, but it can be done with the Buster. I was just never good in this fight, and I can't quite remember how to do it again. Because I usually just spam him with the... Rainbow Man's weapon, so I never get to see his pattern. But let's inspect it. So does he always do the same thing? Jump, jump, and then slide. No, he doesn't always do the same thing. So he can alter... Yeah, he can alter between jumping and sliding. He's kind of like Shadow Man-esque. Very rough indeed. I wonder if there's a good tail on him. This is actually the only death I had in our Snupster race on Unlimited. This is the only place I died on the race. And I just never got good in this fight. I'm not sure what tails he has when he slides or jumps. I'm not sure if there's any. Or if it's just random. Jump, jump. So you would probably want to always slide under him. No, oh, he can start with the slide. So that doesn't work either. I'm not sure what... Like, what's his tail? I don't think he has a tail. You're just having a... You just have to guess. Just like in Shadow Man. I don't like that, because... It's really gonna just be random. It's just gonna be that way. You're probably gonna blow some E-tanks here if you are unfamiliar with this. And even if you are familiar with this, we're getting our ass kicked. I'm not sure how to do this. If somebody knows how to do this, or if there really is a tail, then I'm just not... I just don't know about it, then let me know. But so far it seems like random, and he seems like he's just another Shadow Man, which I fucking hate. He's not as bad, because you still have time to react, but he doesn't... I would make him somehow showcase when he's gonna slide. Because now it's just luck, you're just gonna, like, pick one. You're just gonna pick a jump or slide, so... That's not challenge, that's just lottery, so I don't like that. But that's my opinion anyway. There should be a tail when he slides. But there is none. Unless, like, if there is a tail, it's so vague, you can barely tell it from the other moves. Maybe it's the amount of shots he does, but that's just... That's too vague. You really should have a good tail when he slides. Don't make another Shadow Man. It's a good fight otherwise though, I do like that. So if we want, we can take the E-tank here. We can also use a weapon tank to showcase that, and 10 crab that extra one. Oh right, that's a solid platform. They kinda look like you could break them. So you need to use your brain here, not one of my strong suits. And of course, pressing L and R at the same time reverts back to the Buster, like on most games that have weapon switches like this. I only learned that a couple of months ago, thanks to Mega Maker. Somebody pointed that out. Might as well take that life, see how well that would go. There we go. Again, this stage, not too bad. I never understood how to get that one up. Maybe you need to land a glue on the left side. And then you probably need to land a glue on the... I'm not even sure, let's see. This is rather interesting, never thought about this. Oh shit! Yeah, that's how we do it. Well, that's one way. I'm still gonna try to make this jump. Oh my god. That's also a good mechanic up there, you can hug the wall and drop down here. So we have revisits, and so this is probably the longest revisit stage you'll see, because each one of these Robot Masters have their own mini stage. I think one other game has done this before, like, was it Mega Man and Bass or something? I can't recall. Somebody's gonna tell in the comments, I can't remember now. Whatever the game is, I haven't played it that far to find out. And the slide mechanics works in your favor again. So, you just have to memorize the different mechanics from that stage. So this is Comet Woman, of course. And this jump again. Ridiculous. It's one of those things just before the gate, you know. So Tank works on Comet Woman. Which is strange. I'm not sure if I agree with that. This fight is a lot harder here because we don't have the gravity from the stage, so you're really gonna get wrecked here. Unless you just spam her. Comet Woman, let's rate these, why not? Comet Woman, probably 7.5? 8? Somewhere in that category there. It's a simple boss and a good starter boss. Fuck the leprechauns. Oh! Still managed to piss me the fuck off. Get good. Yep. No! Oh my god, but still oh man. You have to know about this again. Jesus Christ. Followed by the best boss ever made. Rainbow Man and his weakness, very fun. Of course you're not gonna glue a rainbow, what else are you gonna do with it? You see a rainbow, just fire some glue at it. That's how you get rid of it. Glue Man, fucking 9.8. I'd almost give it a 10. That is hands down the best Robot Master I have ever seen. Like Concrete Man and Rainbow Man are one of the best Robot Masters I've ever seen in my life. I will make them share their title. Holy fuck, I'm not sure what happened there. Did you see a slide on Rush Jet there? I'm not sure why. There we go. Nail Man. Has been criticized by his amount of invincibility frames. I still think the fight flows well. I don't think we can ignore that fact, and you can use his weakness through his shield, so what the fuck's the problem? Can be a bit taxing with Buster, but I don't think it's too bad. Unlike the other boss we fought, which gives you a fucking millisecond to hit him in between his shield, Nailman gives you plenty of time to hit him. Like, that's not enough. He's a shield boss, he's gonna be fucking shielded. What about Skullman? Even fucking Skullman is probably shielded more than this guy. We are fucked, because I mispositioned myself. Never mind, I'm good. Like, look at how much time he gives us. Ridiculous amount of time. Nailman, 7.5. I'm sorry if I offended someone with my opinion. So I think all of these stages here are like 3 rooms long. Just the way they are shaped. they take different amount of time to beat. So they're not too long in my opinion, it's just a good amount. So Jetman as well, one of my favorite Robot Masters. And what a good weakness. Phenomenal job on that. And I mispositioned myself again. That's okay. It's gonna happen when I'm talking here. Jump or use the Comet Dash as showcased. I never really liked the boss music. Like, Mega Man 10 and Mega Man Unlimited, in my opinion, have the worst boss music of all the games. Yeah, even Mega Man 1, I think. Mega Man Unlimited is just like... Oh man, the flashing, that hurts my eyes. Oh shit. The Jetman's like an 8.5 or something, he's really nice. But Mega Man Unlimited's boss music and Mega Man 10's, it's like fucking bees having sex. It doesn't sound good. This whole soundtrack of this game is very iconic, it's very cool, it's very good. But then to have a boss music like that, I just don't like it. It's not upbeat enough, it's not like hey, you're fighting a boss, it's more like, hey, you're gently being fucked by a bee. It's just, of course, personal opinions, but I never liked this team. Maybe I'm biased. Like, listen to this. Ba 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 ba. That's just... It makes you wanna... Like, it makes you wanna strangle yourself and end your life. It should be better. It should be better. What about the Yoku attack? Bitch! Does 2 damage. It's nice you can home the jet missile on him when he's up there. Yo-Yo Man, very fun. I just never learned it, probably never will. Give him... but he's so complex, he's very nice. I'd give him like an 8. Yoku Man. Can't remember if there's a ground here, so what you can do, because the level design is good and the weapon design is good, is use the yo-yos, for example. Assistance of a dog. And there is your pit. So all of the level design on these mini stages is just fine, it's not too bad. I think this is a bit longer than 2 rooms here. Maybe, I'm not sure. Hard to tell on these stretches. So Yoku Man, I usually use Rainbow. Yoku Man, the original troll of the internet. Nail Shield also works very nicely, but the Rainbow Beam covers so much space that it's easy to use that. Yeah, it does 1 damage, but still nice to use against him. And it doesn't take that much weapon energy out, so you can still have enough stuff for WILY. I just like using this weapon. Might not be the best, but hey, it works. Especially if you cancel it. Oh god! And he should be toast. There we go. Yoku Man! I don't know, he has some flaws, like 6.5? Because you just end up landing on the same spot he does. It's a bit awkward. Maybe 6.5, to be generous a bit. 6 or 6.5, I think, is reasonable there. So I usually try to skip this using Rush, Coil or Jet. And this is not an exception. There we go. Tank Man, oh boy. Ah, he's just crap. Get rid of him. 3 points out of 10. Yeah, 3 is probably adequate. I'm being generous there. Tested that out. have a meat boss in the revisit stage. Something you'd probably never see. With the conveyor belt as well. That's rough, but we are at the end of the game. It was not unfair, just difficult. Glue Man. A good starter boss along with Comet Woman. And we have Yo-Yo Cutter to work well with the balls. And we have the Yo-Yo Cutter. And that'll work well with these walls here. So he's just gonna run up to the Yo-Yo. Works well. Very cool. Glue Man. 7? 6.5? Something along those lines. Alright, probably wanna take care of these with yo-yos again. What kills the spines? Well, that's one weapon that kills them. That's all we need. Little bit of a puzzle. If you thought the Tri-Nitro platforms were hard before, look again. There we go. Not too hard if you just use your brain. Here we go. Tri-Nitro Man, one of the coolest ones. Tri-Nitro Man. Really pretty cool. What about his own weapon? Does he kill us instantly? No, I would have probably made him kill us instantly with his own weapon. Because Tri-Nitro against Tri-Nitro, that should like blow the fuck up, right? Yeah, I would have probably made that insta-kill both. I'm a dick like that. That would have been extremely cool. Of course, if you're gonna add more explosion to the explosion, shit's gonna blow up. But that's like an Easter egg. That's all of the bosses. Tri-Nitro 7.5, something like that, 7. He needed some improvements, maybe even 6.5. Hard to make up my mind on that. Feel some of our weapons. We are close to beating the game, but after this we will check Whirlpool Man's weapon as well. Oh! Good positioning again. Last stretches are very nice. So here we go. We are at the end. Well, almost. We still have that one stage, but it's really not a stage. So first we got Base. One of the harder battles in the game for sure. If you don't know how it works. You're gonna blow up some E-tanks here. So this is his main pattern. He's just gonna repeat this. When you start fighting back, he's gonna turn into Super Base and alter shit a bit. There we go. Now he did something different. Now he's gonna form into Super Base and do that. Like, there's one spot you can stand there where he never fires. I believe that was the case. It's a good pattern in my opinion. Works well. There's just enough time to see what he's about to do. And it's Avid for the spot we're in right now. So where's the spot here? No, I failed at it again. But that's the main thing you wanna be doing. That's Base, not bad. Actually quite enjoy that fight. And here comes WILY. Very happy looking machine. The end stretch of it always kind of bothered me. Because it's kind of like it's a rectangle and it's like floating in the air. But it makes more sense when he lands. Basically, sliding is very important here. So you just have to pay attention to what he does. I think it's a very cool fight, but yo-yos come very handy in here. So let's switch to the yo-yo cutter. Get some shots in so we don't spend the rest of the year here. So there you go. That's actually his weakness. You're supposed to slide under the teeth there. But I'm doing a horrible job at it. Trying to explain at the same time. And that's the Gutsman thing where it stomps the ground and you wanna jump or you'll get stuck. It's one of the best WILY machines in my opinion that we've seen in fan games. It's very fair, but at the same time it's very menacing, if you know what I mean. So I think it's very cool. It just ends up working out. Shit. Oh god. Better use an E-tank there. Yeah, I was totally dead there. Oh, very good music as well here. Oh, my fault. Very cool machine, indeed. It kind of reminds me of Mega Man 10's machine, but a bit better. Because that had the shot that almost always got you. So you can do this with Buster as well. You just wanna keep him out of your way like this. You space out your shots, and that way you can actually do that. Of course, would be better if you used weapons here, but just to showcase that it's possible with Buster only. Just very hard to hit him, because you're gonna have to hit him as he's landing down. And it doesn't do like 8 damage, which I think is cool. That would be incredibly difficult. So Comet Dash, you can just go past him, no problem. There we go, it's not even too late if you think you're a bit too late. You're still fine. Again, yo-yo works. It's just a fun fight. You have to switch around your weapons a bit, but the quick switch works as well, because Yo-Yo and Comet are next to each other, so that's cool as well. So the quick switch has been done well here. So it can be done with the Buster, it's just a bit hard. So I'd encourage using weapons here. That's nice. One of the more fun capsule fights. If you can call this a capsule. There we go. Really enjoyable WILY battle, I must say. And there we go, we have beaten the game pretty much. We just have to get punished by Z Prototype and we're done. This has been a fun ride. So we don't have to feel anything. I like this fight, because most people just went into this using all of their weapons against Z Prototype, and then when you find out that you actually just have to get wrecked by him. It's a fun mechanic, really. It's a fun surprise element at the end. So, Z Prototype is like a fucking badass that doesn't get killed by anything. And you're just trying your hardest for like 10 minutes and trying to understand how it works, and then you've used all of your E-tanks and you're like, okay, I'm gonna die, there's no way I'm gonna beat him. But that's actually the way it's supposed to be. Here we go. So I can showcase how he's such a fucking badass. He dings away your shots with his fucking fist. That's why I love him. There we go. So if you try to kill him, well, it's not gonna work out. Again, look at that. That's so fucking cool. But I'm gonna leave the evaluation of stories to other people. I haven't evaluated any of the story on any game, because I know I can't do a good job of it. I've never paid attention to any of the Mega Man storylines, so I'm not the person to ask. But, very cool. So we can just get killed by him. Well, hurt by him. Come on, get us. There we go. Bam! Our cock flew off. Oh, it was our arm. And that is unlimited. We just have to escape the castle here. Yeah, one of my favorite fan game. Gonna take the top of the list on our website, theretrojob.com. We will check Whirlpool Man's weapon as well, but let's get through this first, and we can talk about the game as we do this. So this game, while not perfect, does most what it tries to accomplish correctly. It has some minor flaws, but for the most part, it's a beautiful game, well executed game. Attention to detail is magnificent. Doesn't have a lot of flaws, and if you are a fan of Mega Man, you cannot skip this game. You'll love it. So go to the Retro Job and leave your review of Mega Man Unlimited on my page. Here is my short summary of it. Mega Man Unlimited getting 9.4 stars. So there is room to improve there, definitely, but what a great game. Definitely you have to check this game out. It's been a good ride, I enjoyed this one. The ending's very fun. But let's go check Whirlpool Man's weapon. Oh shit, that's me. What a beautiful name. Alright, let's go check Whirlpool Man's weapon. Because you guys asked for it. Why not showcase it? Water cannon. Not my favorite color palette. But who's gonna ask me? Of course we got Rainbow Man stage first. I'm gonna kill myself. Can't take this. So it's pretty much a short range weapon. It's a fun weapon to use as well, but it doesn't go through walls. Not like that's a problem. But the thing that irritates me about it is the sound. It constantly makes this and it's so high in volume, it covers everything else. Listen to this. Yeah, it's I think the volume is too high on it. It keeps doing the but as a weapon, it's cool. Also eats bullets. So I do enjoy it. It's a fun weapon to use, but the reason why I don't use it, and also it doesn't work underwater, as you can see, is fun. A fun attention to detail again. But that's the reason I don't use the weapon. Because of the sound, it is too high. I would take the ending sound out of it, so the little that's fine. But when it does the at the end, I'd take that out. It's way too loud. But otherwise, what a fun weapon. I approve. You can just hold it down and keep firing. And that was a showcase of the endless attack at the same time. Pretty cool. There we go. Well, catch you next time. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. Possibly Mega Man 3. I'm not sold on that idea yet. Maybe I'll find a shitty fan game or something. I'll catch you next time.